It's 1913 Paris. Imagine walking past mansions owned by families who have built their fortunes since the 18th century, their wealth growing quietly, almost invisibly. But underneath those grand doors, a ticking economic time bomb is setting the stage for upheaval. What if I told you that the dynamics behind these riches reveal why inequality doesn't just linger, it might be baked into capitalism itself? Let's unpack the hidden story of capital that shapes our world today. Piketty starts with a startling observation. Wealth doesn't just accumulate, it accelerates. This gap between capital growth and economic growth hides a secret that could shake up society. Before World War I, French aristocrats saw their wealth outpace the country's entire economy. Families like the Rothschilds and the Bourbon-Condé didn't just preserve riches, their estates and investments grew faster than France's GDP. It was as though their money had its own engine, compounding quietly while society cruised along. Piketty boils it down to RG, where R is the return on capital and G is economic growth. Picture a garden. If your seed's wealth sprout 2 flowers for everyone new sprout the town plants economic growth, your patch will soon tower over the whole neighborhood. This relentless compounding means money makes money faster than new wealth is created. This imbalance means the rich keep getting richer, concentrating wealth not just by chance but by a stubborn law of capitalism. The outcome? Societies where inherited fortunes dominate, squeezing opportunity and democracy. It's not just inequality, it's a democracy challenge wrapped in dollars. But history isn't just a ladder climbing skyward. Piketty reveals how shocks like wars and policy can reset capitalism's game and what this means for our future. From 1914 to 1945, 2 devastating world wars demolished estates and collapsed stock markets across Europe and the US. The old money families lost fortunes overnight. Parisian palaces were empty, land changed hands, and for decades inherited wealth couldn't keep pace. This violent rupture gave rise to a more equal, if temporary, world order. Governments stepped in with progressive taxation and inheritance laws, wielding them like financial sledgehammers. In the US and Europe, high tax rates on wealth prevented capital from compounding unchecked. Imagine wiping your neighbor's garden back to seedlings every few years. It kept richness from overwhelming the community garden. Thanks to these shocks and policies, a new middle class emerged, powered by steady wages and social mobility. This post-war boom wasn't luck. It was a direct product of both destruction and deliberate economic engineering, shaping society's promise of upward movement. Finally, Piketty sounds a warning and a challenge. The battle lines between inherited wealth and innovation-driven progress are clearer than ever. Fast forward to today, tech giants like Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg symbolize new wealth empires. But beneath their flashy startups lies the same old dynamic: capital outpacing growth, concentrating power in a few hands. Piketty reminds us that today's digital aristocracy risks repeating history's unequal patterns. Yet unlike hereditary estates, human capital, skills, knowledge, creativity can disrupt this cycle. Education acts like a powerful garden fertilizer, helping new seeds grow regardless of their origins. Innovation fueled by access and opportunity offers a roadmap to a fairer economy. Piketty's ultimate insight is a call to arms. Without smart taxation, inheritance reform, and investment in public goods, inequality will return stronger than ever. How we shape policy now decides if capitalism becomes a ladder open to all or a fortress guarded by wealth. Remember that quiet Paris mansion from 1913? Its story is far from over. The same forces shaping its fortunes still shape ours, weaving inequality into the fabric of capitalism. But unlike that era, we've seen the destruction and the rebuild. The big takeaway: next time you think about wealth or fairness, ask, how can education, policy, or innovation tilt the scales? Try spotting the RG in your own world and imagine how your actions might change the game. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.